Hi, Erica McClain here. Today to show you another property that was sold to one of these we buy as is for cash investor companies and to see whether the seller made a good decision doing that or if they could have made more money by putting it on the open market and selling it as is that way. So let's get into the information. Okay, this property was located in the Hedgewish area of Chicago. It was a brick ranch, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, just over 1,200 square feet, built in 1960. Now, let me show you what the investor bought it for. Okay, we can see here from the public record that the investor purchased the property October 16th for only $35,000. Okay, so then on December 6th, the investor listed the property with the realtor for $149,900. So less than 2 months after they purchased it. And when they listed it as is, and there were also some city violations on it. So they were hoping to make quite the profit on it, but I don't think it went so well for them. So let me show you the property details. Okay, so their description when they listed it was brick ranch, incredible investment opportunity, brand new roof, huge potential, 2-car garage, close to all accommodations, including schools, parks, shops, restaurants, and more. There is a violations report. Buyer is responsible for completing. Sold as is. Okay, when the investor bought this property, I have no clue what it looked like on the inside. But it's a Chicago property, so it's not like some of the suburbs that they do their own code, like listing inspections for code violations before you're able to sell the property to make sure everything's up to code. Chicago doesn't do that. So I don't know if they found out about these violations because the house was completely gutted. I don't know if the investor did that or what, but let's take a look at the photos. Okay, so you can see from the photos that the place is completely gutted. What the city violations are, I don't have a clue. But this investor that paid, whether they gutted it or it was like that when they purchased it for $35,000, they thought they were going to make a lot more profit than they did. And usually they put these properties on the market, and within a week or so, they're sold at or above asking price with multiple offers. They originally listed this on December 6th. So less than 2 months after they purchased it for $35,000, they listed it for $149,900. So they thought they were going to make like $115,000 profit on this one. Nothing must have been happening. January 15th, they lowered it to $144,900. So they did a $5,000 price reduction. February 9th, they canceled it in the MLS. They put it back in as a new listing with the price of $119,900. Then on February 26th, there was another price reduction to $109,900. Then March 4th, it went under contract. March 11th, it came back on the market. March 14th, it went under contract again. When they put it back on the market, it was again at the last reduced price of 1099. Okay, we can see here from the public record that it did sell and close, but at a price of $80,000. So I think this investor was quite shocked, going from thinking that they were going to make 115,000 on this to only making 45,000 on it. But and it was on the market for like 91 days of, that they're holding on to the property. So was it a good investment for the investor? I don't think so. But even if the investor did all of the gutting, which maybe they did, completely gutted, that house sold for 80,000. So if it wasn't gutted when they purchased it for 35,000 from the seller, I would think that had the seller spoken to a realtor, got it out there in the MLS, more buyers, more eyes on it, more competition with the buyers, they definitely could have sold for more than $35,000. The lot itself was probably worth more than 35,000, because remember too, this is a brick home. I believe the garage was brick as well, and it was built in 1960. It's not like it's 100-year-old frame home that the wood was decaying. This was a solid brick home that was gutted, and like I said, the lot alone had to have been worth 35,000. So in my opinion, the seller left money on the table, and my opinion is this investor lost money. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, because I'm always curious what your opinion is. But thanks for watching. I hope you found this information useful. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be informed and when new videos come out. And I hope to see you back for another video.